Hello guys, good morning. Good morning guys. If I am audible and visible, please let me know. So today we are going to discuss 7th June, the Hindu newspaper. It was Sunday, and we know on every Sunday there is articles about science and technology. So today we are going to discuss that. So today the main article that we are going to discuss is about CCMB. Okay, CCMB finds cheaper, more effective RT-PCR method to test COVID-19 sample. So there are many articles. We'll go one by one. Each and every article on the Hindu in the Hindu is very important. So today we will discuss only this article. You can see this is the article that we are going to discuss. So in this case, if you see in this article, there is one keyword which is not known to us. Now we know what is COVID-19. Okay, we don't know about Rt-Pcr, reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction. Rt-Pcr हमें पता नहीं है. So we will go to that, as well as while going through these articles, I came across some important topics that we will discuss today. Fine. आज के लेक्चर से आपको अगर वायरस के बेसिक्स पे कोई भी क्वेश्चन आता है तो वो आपका सॉल्व हो जाएगा. ईच एंड एवरीथिंग यू विल नो अबाउट द वायरस एंड द पीसीआर पॉलीमरेज चेन रिएक्शन. ओके गाइज, so before we start, let me see who all joined. Arun, good morning. Ramandeep, Balaji, Anupam, Khemraj, Balaji, Bandita, Charchika, Kapil. Good morning to everybody, guys. Very good morning. So let's crack UPSC CSE with India's largest learning platform, that is Unacademy. This is all about me. On Unacademy, you will get daily live classes. On Unacademy, you will get daily live classes, as well as structured courses are also available on Unacademy. Okay, then live test and unlimited access to all daily live classes which are in recorded format. These are India's top educators who will educate you on Unacademy. Okay, on Unacademy you will get education related to polity and science and technology, means all subjects. You can see the names of the subjects, as well as if you are subscribing to Unacademy, don't forget to use my code SKUS. You will get immediate 10% discount. SKUS, remember this while subscribing to Unacademy. Okay, while going through that article, I came across some keywords. These some keywords are: first is polymerase chain reaction, and another is first is polymerase chain reaction, another is RNA isolation stage, then dry swab, nasal swab, viral transport medium, and tris EDTA buffer solution. These are some keywords that I came across. Fine. So today we will discuss about RNA polymerase chain reaction and many another few things. Before that, first we need to understand what is transcription. Okay, this we will understand. Guys, there is some issue with pen, so I might not be able to write down anything today, so please bear with me. Fine, I hope you have the pen and paper with you. See, you can see here I am unable to click on the pen. There is some issue. Fine, I will look into it, but right now we cannot stop the lecture in the middle, so we'll continue. Fine. Okay, got it. So first thing that I want to ask you, what you understand by transcription. What is transcription? Yes, what is transcription? Everybody knows there are two things that we discussed. One is, if DNA from DNA RNA is prepared, from DNA RNA is prepared, तो हम उसे क्या कहते हैं? Transcription. That is transcription. Correct, guys? And from RNA, when proteins are produced, so we call that translation. तो हम उसे क्या कहते हैं? Translation. Clear? So what is the meaning of transcription? DNA to RNA, right? But if it happens reverse, if reverse happens, means we are producing DNA from RNA, so that is reverse transcription. That is reverse transcription. Hello, Lovina Jindal. Hello, Good morning, Savita. So understood transcription अगर आपको पता है, then only you will be able to understand reverse transcription. Clear? Clear? Akram Sheikh, hello. So reverse transcription. Now why this reverse transcription happens? Because in case of reverse transcription or in case of transcription itself, there is one enzyme. The name of that enzyme is transcriptase. जैसे ये नाम है ना ट्रांसक्रिप्शन, तो ये ION निकाल दो और ASE ऐड कर दो, तो ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज नाम का एंजाइम है which helps in transcription. Clear? So in case of reverse transcription we need one enzyme. The name of that enzyme is reverse transcriptase. Here you can see the name. Here you can see the name, reverse transcriptase. So first point that you need to understand, what is transcription, you know that. Second point, you need to understand what is reverse transcription, you know that. Third point that you need to understand is what leads to reverse transcription. So there is one enzyme which is responsible for reverse transcription. Name of that enzyme is reverse transcriptase. Remember the name of this enzyme. This enzyme is present in HIV virus. Reverse transcriptase. Hello, acetic Shashi. This enzyme is present in HIV virus, or in simple term, reverse transcriptase enzyme is present in all retroviruses. Retro का meaning होता है backward. Normally, every cell can manufacture or produce RNA from DNA. बट अगर ये बैकवर्ड जाते हैं, मतलब आरएनए से इसे डीएनए बना रहे हैं, तो उसे कहते हैं रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. फॉर रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन व्हाट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल? रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज. और ये रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज एंजाइम जिनके बॉडी में है, सॉरी जिनके स्ट्रक्चर में है, उन वायरसेस को हम क्या कहते हैं? रेट्रोवायरस. RETRO. These viruses are known as retroviruses. Clear guys? Understood? I hope you understood. Clear? Fine? समझ में आया या नहीं? प्लीज टेल मी इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. लाइव चैट में बताइए आपको समझ में आया या नहीं. क्विकली, yes or no? I hope you understood. Everybody understood. Yes, now I got the pain. Now I got the pain, guys. Okay, not PAIN but PEN. Okay, fine. It was a bit difficult to explain, so I explained you few concepts. The first concept that I explained you is transcription. Then I explained you reverse transcription. Then I explained you reverse transcriptase. Rifat Javed, for that you need to attend my previous classes. Or guys, please answer his question. COVID-19 is DNA or RNA virus? Please answer his question, guys, in the chat box. Reverse transcriptase. Now this reverse transcriptase enzyme is present in retroviruses. Retroviruses. Okay. Now here the meaning of retro is backward. Because these viruses can produce DNA from RNA, तो हम उन्हें क्या कहते हैं? What we call them? Retroviruses. Example of this retrovirus is HIV. Retrovirus is HIV. SARS-CoV-2, it is a single stranded RNA. ये भी क्या करता है? RNA से सेल में क्या बनाता है? DNA. तो ये भी क्या हुआ? It is also a retrovirus, guys. This is also a retrovirus. So if you understood what is transcription, what is reverse transcription, and what is the meaning of retroviruses, we'll go ahead. What is the meaning of retroviruses? We'll go ahead. Everyone understood? I am going to underline the keywords: reverse transcription, reverse transcriptase, reverse transcription, DNA to RNA, right? Retroviruses. Now you know the meaning of retroviruses, right? And why it is possible for retroviruses to produce DNA from RNA. because of the enzyme. What is the name of that enzyme? Reverse transcriptase. Okay. Another keyword here is retrotransposon. Just remember this. इस word को लिख लीजिए. Write down this word. Retrotransposon. Just write down this word. Guys, don't fear. ये word सिर्फ थोड़े heavy है. बहुत ही simple terms है ये. ठीक है. Now I am going to ask you one question जो UPSC prelims के previous year में आया था. What is transcriptome? Yes, answer me in live chat. What is transcriptome? Answer this question. और ये लिख कर रखना है आपको. I will explain you this. So retrotransposon. Okay, clear? One thing that you need to remember is hepatitis B virus is a non-retrovirus. Hepatitis B virus is a non-retrovirus. Just remember it. Just remember this. Hepatitis B virus is a non-retrovirus. Now we'll go to the next slide. Now retrotransposon. I already told you to write this down. What is retrotransposons? Now you already know the meaning of retro. Retro का meaning क्या होता है? Backward. What is the meaning of retro? Backward. अब यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो, it is a genetic component. First keyword about retrotransposons. It is a genetic component, like DNA is a genetic component, RNA is a genetic component. In the same way, retrotransposon is a genetic component. Guys, UPSC can ask you this in prelims. Sir, what is the genetic material of retroviruses? It is RNA. Always. It is RNA always. Ascetic chassis. Okay. Genetic component. And what these transposon, now what is transposon? These are different genomic locations. Transposons are the different genomic locations. Meaning of transposon, remember मैं आपको डिवाइड करके बता रहा हूं. What is transposon? Different genomic location. जैसे एक DNA है, suppose there is one DNA. Okay, so in that DNA there are many locations. डिफरेंट जीनोमिक लोकेशंस के लिए क्या टर्म यूज होती है? ट्रांसपोजॉन. रेट्रो का मीनिंग होता है बैकवर्ड, ट्रांसपोजॉन का मीनिंग होता है जेनोमिक लोकेशन. दैट्स व्हाई रेट्रो ट्रांसपोजॉन्स आर जेनेटिक कंपोनेंट्स. ओके, नाउ व्हाट दीज ट्रांसपोजॉन्स डू? Okay, they convert RNA back into DNA. What transposons do? They convert RNA back into DNA. If you remember, while studying the entry of COVID-19 virus in cell, जब उसने सेल में एंटर किया था, तो that RNA of COVID-19 converted into DNA, right? This is because of transposon or retrotransposons. So retrotransposons are genetic component, genetic material nahi. It is a genetic component, and what they do, they convert RNA back into DNA. Okay, and we know RNA से DNA बनने की प्रोसेस को हम क्या कहते हैं? रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. Okay, and in this case RNA intermediary is used. यहाँ याद रखिए, रेट्रोट्रांसपोजॉन में RNA intermediates are used to convert RNA into DNA. So you got what is retrotransposon? These are the genetic components which convert RNA into DNA by reverse transcription. Retrotransposons are the genetic components which convert RNA into DNA by reverse transcription. If you understood it clearly, please say yes in live chat. So this is retrotransposon. What you need to remember here is there are two concepts. One is RNA intermediary. So here in this case, or in case of retroviruses, remember they between RNA and DNA there is something called RNA intermediate RNA intermediate. इसी तरह DNA intermediate भी होता है, that we will come across later stages में. Clear guys? So retrotransposon understand हो गया. So from first slide we understood what is transcription, enzyme responsible for transcription, transcriptose. Then we understood what is reverse transcription. Enzyme responsible for reverse transcription is reverse transcriptase. Then we understood what is retrovirus. These are the viruses whose genetic material is always RNA and they convert RNA into DNA. And in second slide we understood what is retrotransposon. It is a genetic component which convert RNA into DNA by a process called reverse transcription, and in between there is something called RNA intermediary or intermediate. Okay, now we'll go to the next step. Retrovirus I already explained you. यहाँ पे जो keywords आपको याद रखने हैं ना for your preliminary examination, retrovirus is always a RNA virus. Retrovirus is always a RNA virus. Why retrovirus is always RNA? See, इसे हम retrovirus कहते हैं, a virus which can convert RNA into DNA. They are doing, normally it happens DNA to RNA. रेट्रो ये वर्ड ही हम कब यूज कर रहे हैं? व्हेन आरएनए इज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डीएनए. सो अगर आरएनए से डीएनए बनाना है तो देयर मस्ट बी आरएनए फर्स्ट. So these retroviruses, their genetic material is always RNA. Now statement for your preliminary examination. Gargi, transcriptome is all mRNA in an individual. मेरी बॉडी में जितने mRNA हैं, they are all transcriptome. उन सबके लिए टर्म यूज होते हैं ट्रांसक्रिप्टोम. सो दिस वाज आस्क्ड इन यूपीएससी. इफ यूपीएससी कैन आस्क अ क्वेश्चन ऑन ट्रांसक्रिप्टोम, यूपीएससी कैन आल्सो आस्क अ क्वेश्चन ऑन रेट्रोट्रांसपोजॉन्स, यूपीएससी कैन आल्सो आस्क अ क्वेश्चन ऑन retroviruses. That's why I'm going in details. This is all genetics. Okay, clear? If there is a statement in UPSC that retroviruses genetic material is always RNA, retroviruses genetic material is always RNA, this statement is correct or wrong? This is an extreme statement, but still this statement is correct because you know. This statement is correct because you know retrovirus genetic material is always RNA. Okay, clear? Understood? So this is retrovirus. Now the process, I am going to explain you the process कि exactly ये कैसे होता है. क्या ये हमारा जो डीआरएनए से रेट्रोवायरस इस तरह से डीआरएनए से डीएनए बनाता है. आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन यू दैट. टिल दैट टाइम आई होप यू आंसर्ड जो मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा था. Yes, that statement is correct. Yes, that statement is correct. Very good, Balaji. Now I will explain you the process that retrovirus does. Just please be attentive. बहुत carefully इसे देखिए. See, the genetic material of retrovirus is RNA. This RNA will enter into cell. Now we know the genetic material in this cell is DNA. Now if this virus want to make copies of its RNA, it cannot use this cell. वो इस सेल को यूज नहीं कर सकता because this cell has machinery to make multiple copies of DNA and not of RNA. This cell has machinery to make multiple copies of DNA and not RNA. So if this virus want to make multiple copies of its genetic material, first it need to convert this RNA into DNA. So this virus does this with the help of reverse transcriptase enzyme. Once this DNA or viral DNA is manufactured in the cell, this viral DNA, now viral DNA which is manufactured through reverse transcription process will get incorporated. This will be incorporated into host DNA. Clear? क्या हो रहा है? This is, suppose this is host DNA. This is host DNA. This is viral DNA. So this viral DNA will become part of this host DNA with the help of one enzyme. No need to remember this enzyme. Just flow में बता रहा हूँ. The name of that enzyme is integrase. So what happened? Viral RNA entered into cell, and with the help of reverse transcriptase enzyme, viral RNA converts itself into DNA. This viral DNA gets incorporated into host DNA with the help of an enzyme. Name of that enzyme is integrase. Name of that enzyme is integrase. Okay. अब जैसे ही this viral DNA and the host DNA, इन दोनों को मिलकर हम क्या कहते हैं? प्रोवायरस. दिस इज नॉट वायरस, दिस इज प्रोवायरस. अब इससे वायरस बनने वाला है. तो रिमेंबर दिस टर्म. व्हाट इज प्रोवायरस? What is provirus? Retroviral DNA is referred to as a provirus. समझ में आया टर्म प्रोवायरस सभी को? Everyone understood the term provirus. Retroviral DNA, viral DNA which is part of host DNA, उसे हमने क्या टर्म यूज की? Provirus. Remember this word provirus is very important for your preliminary examination. In statement they will ask you what is provirus. It is a retroviral DNA. Clear? Now because this viral DNA is part of host DNA, viral DNA is part of host DNA, right? Now cell will start treating this combination as its own genome, Clear? This viral DNA plus host DNA, this will be treated by cell as its own genome, and now this cell will produce proteins. प्रोटीन कैसे प्रोड्यूस होते हैं? DNA to RNA transcription and RNA to protein translation. This is how proteins are produced. तो अब यहाँ पे क्या है? This DNA is retroviral DNA, means viral DNA and host DNA. So this DNA will code the information which is required for the production of proteins of virus. तो इस DNA से पहले RNA बनेगा और RNA से वायरल प्रोटीन्स बनेंगे. वायरल प्रोटीन का प्रोडक्शन हुआ. सो दिस इज हाउ a retrovirus enters into the host cell, produces DNA, integrates or incorporates that DNA into host DNA, and then host cell with the help of host DNA, it produces the proteins which are required for the reproduction of virus. Produces the protein which are required for the reproduction of virus. I hope you got it. This is how viral proteins will be produced. समझ में आया किस तरह से viral proteins produce हुए? RNA ने एंटर किया, DNA प्रोड्यूस किया, then that DNA is incorporated into host DNA with the help of one enzyme, that is integrase, and after that viral DNA become part of the host DNA. Now this host DNA or host cell will produce proteins which will be used for the reproduction of the virus and through translation. Okay, so this is how this virus is making multiple copies of its own protein, as well as it will make multiple copies of its DNA, viral DNA, and then that viral DNA will be converted into viral RNA. एक बार viral RNA भी बन गया, viral proteins भी बन गया. Now these two will be combined. And their combination is nothing but the virus, if you can remember the image that I explained you. तो यहाँ पे क्या क्या हुआ? Now we have viral protein, we have viral RNA, both are manufactured by host cell, and these will come together and virus will be produced. Now we have the multiple copies of virus. So this is how a retrovirus uses cell machinery to reproduce. Okay, दिस इज हाउ अ रेट्रोवायरस यूजेस सेल मशीनरी। अगर इस वायरस के पास रेट्रो रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज नहीं होता तो दिस वायरस कैन नॉट यूज होस्ट सेल और वो मल्टीप्लाई ही नहीं हो पाता। सो दिस इज अबाउट रेट्रोवायरस। नाउ विल गो टू द नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल। नेक्स्ट जो है इसमें आप हम डीएसडीएनए डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। व्हाई? बिकॉज यहाँ पे इस फर्स्ट स्लाइड में कहा था कि हेपेटाइटिस बी वायरस इज अ डीएसडीएनए आरटी टाइप ऑफ वायरस। थ्रू दिस I am going to explain you the classification of viruses. See, we do not consider virus as a living entity, but we know that there are many diseases which are caused by viruses. So we must have clear idea about the viruses. So to achieve this aim, that is to understand the viruses, this Baltimore came up with the virus classification. This Baltimore came up with the virus classification. So this dsDNA RT is a one type of virus. This is one type of virus. There are total, under this Baltimore classification, there are total 7 types of viruses. 7 types of viruses. Okay. And all this classification is based on the genetic material of the virus. जिस टाइप का जेनेटिक मटेरियल होगा उसी के अकॉर्डिंग उस वायरसेस को क्लासिफिकेशन किया है बाल्टीमोर ने। ओके, सी वन बाय वन मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करता हूं। फर्स्ट विल गो टू द क्लासिफिकेशन। नाउ हियर बेसिक्स अबाउट बाल्टीमोर। इसने ये क्लासिफिकेशन सबसे पहले कब किया? 1971 में। दिस इज नॉट बायोलॉजिकल क्लासिफिकेशन, दिस इज वायरल क्लासिफिकेशन। नाउ क्राइटेरिया यू हैव टू रिमेंबर। फर्स्ट, वायरसेस को किस बेस पे क्लासिफाई किया है? फर्स्ट, न्यूक्लिक एसिड, whether that virus has DNA as a genetic material or RNA. So first criteria is whether genetic material is DNA or RNA. Okay, now second criteria is whether that DNA or RNA is double stranded or single stranded. पहले तो सपोज एक वायरस है, जैसे चलिए हम SARS-CoV-2 का एग्जांपल लेते हैं। SARS-CoV-2 is a virus. We have few information about this. According to this first criteria, what is the genetic material of SARS-CoV-2 virus? Answer me in the live chat. Okay, so first criteria is genetic material, whether it is DNA or RNA. Second criteria is whether it is double stranded or single stranded DNA or RNA. तो SARS-CoV-2 का जेनेटिक मटेरियल एक और दूसरा स्ट्रैंड भी बताना है आपको, whether that genetic material of SARS-CoV-2 is double stranded or single stranded. Then third criteria is sense. थर्ड क्राइटेरिया इज सेंस। सेंस का मीनिंग क्या होता है? पॉजिटिव और निगेटिव। पॉजिटिव और निगेटिव, करेक्ट बालाजी। SARS-CoV-2 virus is a single stranded RNA. सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड RNA, वेरी गुड। अब मुझे थर्ड क्राइटेरिया बताइए। द SARS-CoV-2 वायरस इज पॉजिटिव सेंस और निगेटिव सेंस। SARS-CoV-2 वायरस इज अ पॉजिटिव सेंस और निगेटिव सेंस, ये थर्ड क्राइटेरिया है। ओके, एंड फोर्थ क्राइटेरिया द मेथड ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन। फोर्थ क्राइटेरिया इज मेथड ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन। जैसे रेट्रोवायरस की मेथड ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन क्या है? इट कन्वर्ट्स RNA into DNA and then that DNA is replicated. So these are the four criteria on which basis Baltimore classified viruses into 7 types. Baltimore classified viruses into 7 types. Clear? Yes, it is a positive sense. Abhishek Ranjan, hello, welcome to the class. It is a positive sense. Clear? So this is all about the basics of classification. So everyone got it? Criteria of classification सबको समझ में आ गया? Clear? Now we'll go to the actual criteria or actual classification. You need to go through this classification carefully. Immense care के साथ इसे सुनिए. This is very important for your preliminary examination. You should be careful. Clear? Number one, as I already told you, these viruses are classified into 7. For that we use Roman numerals. So this is first category, second category, third category, fourth category, and the fifth and sixth, and end होता है seventh category. Guys, these are very basics and these basics will help you to crack prelims 2020. So please listen to them carefully, don't take it lightly guys. If you want to crack UPSC prelim 2020, understand these basics and you will be able to answer each and every question of science and technology in preliminary examination. Now here, if you understand or if you observe, first two types जो है वो DNA है. फर्स्ट टू टाइप में जो वायरसेस है उनका जेनेटिक मटेरियल क्या है? डीएनए है. सेकेंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ एंड फिफ्थ में जेनेटिक मटेरियल आरएनए है. थर्ड, फोर्थ एंड फिफ्थ में जेनेटिक मटेरियल इज आरएनए. सिक्स्थ में जेनेटिक मटेरियल आरएनए. सेवेंथ में जेनेटिक मटेरियल डीएनए. तो देयर आर टोटल 3 कैटेगरीज. देखिए वायरसेस की देयर आर टोटल 3 कैटेगरीज विथ DNA as genetic material and 4 categories with RNA as genetic material. तो पहला criteria, depending upon the genetic material, 4 have DNA, 3 have DNA as genetic material and 4 have RNA as genetic material. Second, if you see, first category, it is a double-stranded DNA virus, while second category is single-stranded DNA virus. For your example, adenovirus, you know, it causes influenza. Herpes virus, because of this herpes zoster hota hai, variola zoster. Okay, then chicken pox is also known to you. Tell me, because of which mosquito? Chicken pox is a vector borne disease. Which mosquito spreads chicken pox? Name of the mosquito? Yes, tell me. Fine. So remember, chicken pox has double stranded DNA. Adenovirus has double stranded DNA as a genetic material. Now single stranded DNA kahan hai? It is present in paroviruses. Single stranded DNA, it is very rare. Huh? Single stranded DNA is rare. Normally DNA is double stranded, or always DNA is double stranded. Even in our case, humans में जो DNA, it is double stranded, but there are some viruses who have single stranded DNA as a genetic material. तो ये दो कैटेगरी हो गई. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो सेंस क्या है, पॉजिटिव है, ये पॉजिटिव सेंस है. So then third category, double stranded RNA. इसमें रोटावायरस है. Can anyone tell me which disease is caused by rotavirus? In comment box, guys, please answer. Which disease is caused by rotavirus? What happened? Why no one is commenting? Please answer my questions. So the name of the mosquito is Aedes aegypti and the disease that is caused by rotavirus is diarrhea. Okay, and this diarrhea is normally caused by rotavirus in newborn babies. This diarrhea caused by rotavirus is the main reason behind death of newborn. ठीक है, neonatal death rate ज़्यादा होता है because of this rotavirus. Clear? Now then fourth category, positive sense single stranded RNA. Positive sense single stranded RNA. इसका example है polio, hepatitis A, polio, correct Shriyari, Aedes aegypti, hepatitis A, polio and rubella. Remember, these are the 3 diseases. These are viral diseases and they have single stranded RNA. Single stranded RNA. Here you know the basics of polio. Can anybody tell me which country became rubella free recently? The name of the country that became rubella free recently? Yes, please answer in live chat. Please answer in live chat, guys. The name of that country is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka became rubella free. It was in current affair, the Hindu. It is important. Okay, this rubella is a single stranded RNA virus. Ascitic CSE, what you are saying? Rotavirus is a very contagious virus that causes diarrhea. It's the most common cause of diarrhea in infants and children worldwide, and it is the most common cause of death because of diarrhea. Very good, Ascitic Shashi. Fine. Now then we'll go to the next. जो rabies है, mumps and measles, they have single stranded RNA. They are single stranded RNA, but they are antisense. मतलब निगेटिव, एंटी सेंस मतलब नेगेटिव. अक्रम शेख, वेरी गुड. श्रीलंका. नाउ हियर यू कम. सी रेट्रोवायरस जो होते हैं, they are always RNA, their genetic material is always RNA. So this is single stranded RNA retrovirus. रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्ट, इसमें रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज एंजाइम प्रेजेंट है, HIV. फाइन. Now dsDNA, double stranded DNA with reverse transcriptase, hepatitis B. इसमें होता क्या है ना, DNA with RNA इंटरमीडिएट. हेपेटाइटिस बी में RNA इंटरमीडिएट होता है. इसमें रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज एंजाइम है, इसलिए हमने इसे अलग से क्लासिफाई किया है. डीएनए है लेकिन इसमें क्या है, रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज है. रेट्रोवायरसेस में हमेशा जेनेटिक मटेरियल क्या होगा, आरएनए. हेपेटाइटिस बी इज नॉट अ रेट्रोवायरस, इट हैज रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्टेज एंजाइम, दैट्स व्हाई dsDNA RT. सो दिस इज द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ वायरसेस. डीएनए के 3, आरएनए के 4, देन सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड आरएनए के 3, single stranded DNA का 1 and double stranded DNA के 3. So this is the classification of viruses. So till now what I want you कि I want you कि आपको ये understand हुआ होगा अब तक जो हमने लेक्चर लिया उसमें. फर्स्ट थिंग ट्रांसक्रिप्शन, सेकेंड रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन, थर्ड रेट्रोट्रांसपोजॉन्स, फोर्थ classification of viruses. If you understood this, you are good at this lecture, or you are good with this lecture if you understood these things. Okay, now we are going to start with PCR, polymerase chain reaction, which was mentioned in our heading of our article, the article that we discussed. उसके heading में PCR या पॉलीमरेज चेन रिएक्शन क्या था, मेंशन था. जस्ट लिसन टू मी केयरफुली. थोड़ी टेक्निकलिटीज है, आपको ये याद भी रखना पड़ेगा. पहले सिर्फ अंडरस्टैंड कीजिए एंड देन यू कैन आस्क मी क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट विल गो थ्रू द स्टेप्स, या फिर एम देखते हैं. पॉलीमरेज, those who are from science background or those who are from the background जिसमें उनका जेनेटिक्स था, पॉलीमरेज या एक एंजाइम होता है उसे कहते हैं डीएनए पॉलीमरेज. these polymerase enzymes, they are responsible for polymerization, chain formation. polymerization, chain formation मतलब ये क्या करते हैं, डीएनए या आरएनए की कॉपीज बनाते हैं, मल्टीपल कॉपीज बनाते हैं डीएनए या आरएनए की, प्रेफरेबली डीएनए की. पॉलीमरेज. सो पॉलीमरेज चेन रिएक्शन का सिंपल मीनिंग क्या है, विद द हेल्प ऑफ चेन रिएक्शन थ्रू दिस प्रोसेस वी मेक मिलियंस और बिलियन कॉपीज ऑफ डीएनए, बिलियन कॉपीज ऑफ डीएनए. अब ये कैसे एक्सप्लेन करना है, देखिए. सपोज हमें एक फॉसिल मिला, we found one fossil. करंट प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर में एक फॉसिल था, उसका नाम क्या था, डेनिसोवन. so we found this fossil. now this fossil is made up of bones. now in this bone there is a DNA. इस बोन से हमने डीएनए एक्सट्रैक्ट किया. अब इशू क्या है ना, इस बोन से हमने जो डीएनए एक्सट्रैक्ट किया, दिस इज द ओनली डीएनए, only one copy of DNA we have. And if we lose this copy also, we will lose valuable information or genetic information of Denisovan. So what we do, from one copy of DNA, we make billion copies of DNA, billion copies of DNA through PCR, polymerase chain reaction. This is the main thing that we do with the help of PCR. There are many things, there are innumerable applications. Right now we are not going in that depth. अभी मुझे सिर्फ आपको PCR का इंट्रोडक्शन देना है, PCR अलग से डिटेल में होगा, ठीक है. So what is our main aim in PCR? to make million and billion copies of DNA from one single copy of DNA, ठीक है. इसमें हम क्या करते हैं, पहली स्टेज होती है डीनेचरिंग. इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात याद रखनी है, इट इज अ थर्मल साइक्लर। पीसीआर जो है इट इज अ थर्मल साइक्लर, मतलब इसमें टेम्परेचर रेंज पे अकॉर्डिंग टू द रेंज ऑफ द टेम्परेचर फंक्शंस बदलते। डीनेचरिंग में टेम्परेचर होता है 95 डिग्री सेल्सियस। तो हियर यू कैन सी दीज two strands of DNA, they are attached to each other, but at 95 degree Celsius these two strands separate या break down होते हैं। so हमने क्या किया, strand separate किए। denaturing में क्या किया, strand separation। no, Ash, I am here for general studies, science and technology, not for the optional. Physics optional, there are many guys available on YouTube as well as on Unacademy learning app. So denaturation में पहला point क्या हुआ, हमने क्या किया, सिर्फ strands break किए या DNA के दो strands को क्या किया, separate किया with the help of temperature. The temperature is 95 degree Celsius. Second step आती है annealing। एनिलिंग में क्या होता है, अब अभी के लिए सिर्फ याद रखिए प्राइमर, दीज आर द सीक्वेंसेस ऑफ आरएनए व्हिच आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर मेकिंग न्यू स्ट्रैंड। ये जेनेटिक्स में बेसिक्स ऑफ डीएनए में मैं अलग से बताऊंगा आपको। तो ये प्राइमर अभी अटैच हुए, ठीक है, एक प्राइमर यहाँ पे अटैच हुआ और दूसरा यहाँ अटैच हुआ। जैसे ये प्राइमर अटैच हुए यू कैन सी न्यू स्ट्रैंड इज सिंथेसाइज्ड, न्यू स्ट्रैंड ऑफ डीएनए इज synthesized. Now here you can see initially we had only one copy of DNA, now we have one and two copies of DNA. इस स्टेज को कहते हैं एक्सटेंशन। सो देयर आर थ्री स्टेजेस, डीनेचरिंग, ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ द स्ट्रैंड्स, एनिलिंग, अटैचमेंट ऑफ प्राइमर्स एंड एक्सटेंशन। एक्सटेंशन का मीनिंग क्या होता है, टू एक्सटेंड, स्ट्रैंड को एक्सटेंड किया, नया स्ट्रैंड प्रिपेयर किया या बनाया या रेप्लिकेशन हुआ। तो दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस इन पीसीआर। मैं एक अलग वीडियो दिखाने वाला हूं आपको पीसीआर पे, उससे और अच्छा अंडरस्टैंड होगा। व्हाट वी नीड इन पीसीआर, फर्स्ट वी नीड अ डीएनए सैंपल जिसकी बिलियन कॉपीज बनानी है, देन वी नीड प्राइमर्स, देन वी नीड दीज न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स। व्हाई, ये जो स्ट्रैंड्स बने दे आर मेड अप ऑफ न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स, so we need these nucleotides, so we need to add nucleotides, then we need tag polymerase. Now here remember, can anybody answer who is from biotechnology, what is tag polymerase? What is tag polymerase? Please explain. Shriyari, ask me on WhatsApp, I will explain, don't worry. Okay, you have my number. So tag polymerase क्या है guys, please answer. Guys, अभी हमने कहा था कि if we want to make multiple copies of DNA, to make multiple copies of DNA, we need DNA polymerase. But the problem with human DNA polymerase is at this temperature of 95 degrees Celsius, our polymerase breakdowns. Our polymerase breakdowns. That's why we use this tag polymerase, which is resistant to higher temperature. There are some bacteria which can stay at higher temperature, उनसे हमने ये extract किया है. So this is also a DNA polymerase, but it is a bacterial DNA polymerase enzyme जो higher temperature पे destroy नहीं होता, and then PCR tube and this PCR और thermal cycler जहाँ पे regular temperature changes होते हैं. Okay, now I am going to show you one video. जस्ट ट्राई टू वॉच दैट वीडियो केयरफुली, और उस वीडियो की मैं आपको अलग से लिंक भी नोट्स में देने वाला हूं, ठीक है। सो प्लीज ऑब्जर्व दिस, देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ साउंड टू दिस वीडियो, सो यूट्यूब पे यूट्यूब का ही वीडियो मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूं। ओके गाइज, तो प्लीज वॉच दिस वीडियो। Here you can see we have sample, that is a bone from the fossil, we have DNA or DNA sample, we have PCR, and at the end what we get, copies, multiple copies of target DNA. That's what we get in PCR. Okay. No Ash, it's not possible. I am from a medical background, so I cannot take physics optional. Now what we will do with this target DNA, we will use this for genetic characterization of the fossil. Okay, in this case if you observed here, यहाँ पे अगर आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा, just a minute. See, these are the raw material, genetic sample, then primers, then nucleotide and Taq polymerase. That's what I told you initially, right? So this is what we need: a sample of DNA और जिसकी copies बनानी है वो target DNA, primers, nucleotides and the Taq polymerase or polymerase. This is what we need. Okay, fine. We'll go back to the video. So this green part is the target DNA, not whole DNA. We want to make multiple copies of this green part of the DNA. Okay. So in the above section, you can see three steps: denaturation, annealing, and extension. So this is denaturation. What happened? Breakdown of the bonds between the nucleotides. तो हमने क्या किया? Strand separate किए. First step. So this is polymerase, primer and free nucleotides. That's what we need. Now annealing. What is annealing? Annealing means attachment of primers. Primers attach hona. So here you can see these two primers, they attach to the target DNA sample, because without primer it is not possible to extend the strand of DNA. So ये दो primer attach हो गए. After annealing, next is extension. Now, as we know, we need DNA polymerase enzyme to extend the strand of DNA. So this DNA polymerase will attach to the primers, and these nucleotides will be used to extend this strand of DNA. Here you can see. So initially we had only one copy of target DNA. Now we have two copies of target DNA. Now this will keep going on. ये same cycle continuously repeat होती रहेगी. You can observe now. Denaturation, annealing, extension. Now we have four copies of target DNA. We got four copies from single target DNA. Third cycle, denaturation, annealing, attachment of primers, extension. Now we have 8 copies of target DNA. Sample के 8 copies है हमारे पास. Initially सिर्फ कितने थे? 2. 1. There was only one. Yes, correct, Tilak. It is widely used in forensics. Yes, JB Tilak. Taq polymerase. So fourth cycle में 8 copies है. So with every cycle number of target DNA will increase. So here you can see at the end of third cycle, fourth cycle, and at the end of 4 hours, at the end of 4 hours we have this many samples of target DNA, or these many copies of single DNA molecule. Yeah, it is in millions or billions, guys. So this is how PCR technique is used to make millions or billion copies of DNA. Link of this video I already gave in the uh, this slide, so you can go through that link again by yourself. Clear? So we'll come back to the PCR. So I hope you understand the three steps of PCR: denaturing, annealing, and extension. Now we'll go to the applications of PCR. Okay, there are many applications, as many students in the live chat they were explaining. These are used in, अभी के लिए बस याद रखना है आपको गाइस, जस्ट रिमेम्बर। ओके, अभी के लिए आपको बस याद रखना है, इसके टेक्निकलिटीज में अभी मत जाइए, डोंट गो इन द टेक्निकलिटीज राइट नाउ। ओके, सो फर्स्ट इज म्यूटेशन स्क्रीनिंग, ड्रग डिस्कवरी, classification of organisms, genotyping, archaeology, epidemiology, ecology, bioinformatics. Can anyone tell when this branch of the biology or informatics emerged? ड्यूरिंग HGB, ह्यूमन जीनोम प्रोजेक्ट के टाइम ये बायो में इंफॉर्मेटिक्स क्या हुआ था, इमर्ज हुआ था। जीनोम क्लोनिंग, ऑब्वियसली वी आर मेकिंग क्लोन्स, साइट डायरेक्टेड म्यूटेजेनेसिस, जीन एक्सप्रेशन स्टडीज, gene therapy, DNA fingerprinting, diagnosis, detection of pathogens, genetic matching. So this DNA fingerprinting is in forensics. जैसे सपोज फॉरेंसिक में कैसे यूज होता है, सपोज देर इज अ मर्डर and at crime scene we found only one sample of DNA. Now if this sample of DNA is destroyed, then what will happen? We just lost the proof, right? So for that what we do, we make millions oblique billion copies of DNA with the help of PCR. Now even if we lose original DNA, there is no issue because we have millions and billions copies of DNA. ठीक है, right Devashree, you are correct. So these are the applications of PCR. So guys, I hope you understood the basic behind PCR. Now, in case of our newspaper, they use the term Rt-Pcr, right? उन्होंने वहां पे सिर्फ PCR ये term use नहीं की थी. What they used? Rt-Pcr. Now here, Rt means reverse transcriptase. This is an enzyme, reverse transcriptase. So in case of Rt-Pcr, what we do, we convert RNA of SARS-CoV-2 into DNA, and then we make multiple copies of this DNA. Okay, so this is how this Rt-Pcr is done. Our PCR technique is used for diagnosis also. How it is used for diagnosis, that is a part of टुमारोज लेक्चर में कल ये आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। सो आज के आर्टिकल से हमने पीसीआर क्या है, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ वायरसेस देखा, रेट्रोवायरस क्या है, आरटी या रिवर्स ट्रांसक्रिप्शन क्या है, ट्रांसक्रिप्शन क्या है, ओके, एंड क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ वायरसेस, ये सब पॉइंट हमने आज स्टडी किए। दिस इज द लिंक, this is the link for the video that I showed you now. Those who are new to this class, for you guys, announcement, tomorrow 8 a.m. on Unacademy we are going through the story of ISRO. The second part uska continue hoga tomorrow 11 a.m. on YouTube. Continuation of 7th June Science Tech Current Affair. 7th June Science and Technology Current Affair. Okay, so stay tuned for tomorrow as well. So today we are done with the lecture. So guys, please subscribe to Unacademy's YouTube channel. Let's crack UPSC CSE. Hit the bell icon so you will not miss the lectures. Those who are new, please stay. I'm going to give you my टेलीग्राम चैनल लिंक, सो वेयर यू कैन एक्सेस नोट्स. अभी जो पीडीएफ है वो सब आपको वहां पे नोट्स के फॉर्म में मिलेगी. एंड डू यूज माय कोड SKUS टू सब्सक्राइब. Unacademy. Okay, guys. So thank you very much. This is the link of my Telegram channel. Those who didn't subscribe till date, अभी भी जिन्होंने subscribe नहीं किया है, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, Telegram channel. आपको notes मिलेगी. आज की YouTube की जो notes है, they will be shared on this Telegram channel immediately after this lecture. Thank you very much. As I don't prefer optional, if I get time, I will think over that. Right now, I'm into general studies, science, and technology only. I can think about that. Thank you very much. If anyone has any question, please ask me in the live chat. I will answer you. I will answer your questions. Yes, ask in the live chat. Okay, fine. Thank you. Yes, thank you to you guys. Everybody, thank you very much.